my dear students, myself Mohit Misra. Today we will discuss about chapter number 3, Reorganizing Administration in the Countryside. In this chapter of class 8th, we will learn about the heading Growing Crops for European Market. Okay students, तो चलिए करते हैं स्टूडेंट्स. बाय द एंड ऑफ 18th सेंचुरी, किसके बाय द एंड ऑफ 18th सेंचुरी द ब्रिटिश हैड कैप्चर्ड पॉलिटिकल पावर इन ऑलमोस्ट एंटायर इंडिया. देयर ट्रेड पॉलिसीज वर यूरोसेंट्रिक, यानी कि ट्रेड पॉलिसीज कैसी थी बेटा? यूरोसेंट्रिक थी. दे रियलाइज्ड दैट क्रॉप्स इन डिमांड इन यूरोपियन मार्केट कुड बी ग्रोन इन कंट्री साइड ऑफ इंडिया. कि इंडिया के अंदर कंट्री साइड में जो जितनी भी क्रॉप्स ग्रोन हो रही है उसकी मार्केट में, यूरोपियन में मार्केट में उनकी डिमांड बहुत ज़्यादा है. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, सो टुवर्ड द एंड ऑफ 18th century and throughout the 19th century, the East India Company tried to increase production of opium and indigo. The company persuaded or forced the cultivators of various parts of India to produce each cash crop beneficial for the English trade. Okay, this included jute in Bengal, tea in Assam, sugarcane in United Province, जिसको हम उत्तर प्रदेश के नाम से जानते हैं, wheat in Punjab, cotton in Maharashtra and Punjab, and rice in Madras. The British used different methods to increase cultivation of these crops. Okay. Now, indigo plant yielded a beautiful rich blue color. Indigo plant कैसा होता है बेटा? इसकी पैदावार बहुत अच्छी होती थी और ये कैसा था? ब्लू कलर का था. विच वाज यूज एज ए डाई, किसके लिए? कलर प्रोवाइड करने के लिए होता था मिल प्रोडक्शन में, क्लॉथ इन द यूरोप. ओके, दिस एंड इंडिगो प्लांट वाज फेमस इन यूरोपियन मार्केट फॉर इट्स लास्टिंग क्वालिटी. सो ड्यूरिंग द फर्स्ट डेकेड ऑफ 19th century, India became the largest producer and supplier of indigo in the world. Now, next topic is demand for indigo, Indian indigo. Next आ जाता है one of the reason for selecting India for growing indigo was its climatic condition. Indigo plantation required a tropical climate which was available in India. Also, indigo grown here had been used by the European growth manufacturers in Italy, France and Britain for time since the 13th century. Due to its good quality, Indian indigo was sold at very high price in the European market, but its production value was less than very small quantity indigo reached for the European markets. The European cloth manufacturers therefore dependent bought a plant grown in the temperate climate which produced similar violet and blue color as indigo. Being a plant of temperate climate, it was also easily available in Europe and was grown in northern Italy, southern France and in parts of Germany. Okay. Then with the increase in the import of Indian indigo, the board manufacturers of Europe got worried about the competition and forced the government to ban the import of indigo. Indigo produced in India was the first choice of the cloth manufacturers of Europe as a dyeing agent. This was because indigo gave a bright color as compared to wood, whose color was pale and dull. So, by the 17th century, European cloth manufacturers persuaded their government to relax the ban on importing indigo. Moreover, these European traders started cultivation of indigo plant in their own colonies. Many indigo plantations came up in North America as well. फिर क्या होता है? The demand of high quality Indian indigo grew in 18th century in these European markets. With industrialization in Britain, the production of factory produced cotton expanded dramatically, giving rise to huge demand of indigo. At the same time, the existing supply of indigo from West Indies and America declined due to variety of seasons. So between the 1783 to 1789, the worldwide production of indigo was reduced to half. The European cloth dye makers became desperate to find new source of indigo production. Okay, students. Now the indigo cultivation in India. Two methods were adopted for indigo cultivation in India: the Nij and the Rayati cultivation. The Nij cultivation method, the planter produces indigo on the land directly under his control. In many cases, he purchased the land or rented it from the local jamidars, and employed hired labor for cultivation. But the planters came across many difficulties with this kind of cultivation method. अब आती बात बेटा प्रॉब्लम विद निज कल्टीवेशन. निज कल्टीवेशन से प्रॉब्लम क्या क्या आती है देख लेते हैं. द प्लांटर्स फाउंड इट डिफिकल्ट टू एक्सपेंड द cultivated areas as indigo could only be cultivated in fertile land. ओके, सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम ये थी कि इंडिगो की खेती केवल और केवल फर्टाइल लैंड में की जा सकती थी, एंड विच वाज ऑलरेडी अंडर इंटेंसिव कल्टीवेशन, और जो हमारे हिंदुस्तान में इंटेंसिव कल्टीवेशन में पहले से यूज थी. अब प्रॉब्लम विद निज कल्टीवेशन का ये सेकंड पॉइंट देखते हैं. Indigo could be cultivated on large blocks, so the planters tried to acquire blocks of land around the indigo factory. बड़े बड़े ब्लॉकों में इसकी खेती की जाती थी और प्लांटर्स अपनी फैक्ट्री की चारों ओर ब्लॉकों को जाकर एक्वायर कर लेते. Getting labor was also difficult as the period of indigo cultivation. Indigo making coincide with the period of the rice cultivation, which made the laborers unavailable for indigo plantation. Niche cultivation required plough and bullock cart in large numbers. This could not be always arranged on time, as the peasant supplying these plough and cart were busy using the same in their rice fields. Investment on the purchase of these plough and bullock cart and their maintenance was a considerable problem. So these are the problems with the niche cultivator. And next is heading is indigo cultivation on land rights. The indigo planters who followed niche cultivation were reluctant to expand their areas of cultivation. So less than 25% of the land produced indigo was under this system. The other system of indigo cultivation was the royalty system, was the more prevalent method. अब मेन फीचर्स ऑफ रॉयती क्या थे? The planters forced Raji to sign an agreement called Satta. Sometimes they forced to village adamant to sign the contract on behalf of riots. The riots who signed the contract got cash advance as loan from the planters. In turn, they committed to cultivate indigo on at least 25% of the area of the land under them. The planters provided seed and the drill, plough and bullocks, while the cultivators were responsible for tilling soils, sowing seeds and looking after the crops. When the riot delivered indigo crop, a fresh loan was given to them and the cycle would start again. अब प्रॉब्लम क्या है बेटा? The problem of rayati system was the peasants who were initially lured by the cash loan soon realized that they were getting trapped into a loan cycle. कि वो ललचा रहे थे कि वो उनको लोन मिलेगा, वो फंस चुके हैं लोन साइकिल में. The price at which they sold indigo was very low and the cycle of loan never ended. Moreover, the planter instead insisted that indigo be planted on the best soil in which Rayati used to cultivate rice. जो इंडिगो हो रही थी वो बेस्ट सॉइल में हो रही थी जिसको लोग चावल की खेती उगाने में कर रहे थे. Planting indigo on this soil adjusted the fertility of the soil. As indigo plant have deep roots. इंडिगो प्लांट की डीप रूट्स होती हैं तो ये इसकी फर्टिलिटी को एब्जॉर्ब कर रहा था. आफ्टर हार्वेस्टिंग एन इंडिगो क्रॉप द लैंड कुड नॉट बी यूज फॉर प्लांटिंग राइस. इसकी फसल करने के बाद उस वहाँ की खेती वहाँ उपजाऊ नहीं रह जाती थी और वो राइस प्रोड्यूस नहीं कर पाती. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द टुडेज टॉपिक. स्टूडेंट्स, you do practice your 4 and 5 and your homework and send me your answers in group so that I can check your answers, and other students who are not aware of this can also see your answers. Okay, so this is all about today's topic. We will learn in the next topic. Till then, bye bye.